Hello everyone, this is William with CommanderCast.com, here recording the final game, game number 3, for the Alpha build, Avacyn, Fallen Empires. Alright then, so we have 3 lands, Library of Lang, Ursa Tower, yeah, this is a snap keep for us. Land drops are always a snap keep. So, we've got Avacyn, Guardian Angel, and we're up against Daretti, Scrap Savant. Very powerful artifact deck, if not one of the most powerful red decks I've seen. Tolsimir Wolfblood, probably just a budget token type deck. The anthems can be relevant though if you get enough of a board state. And then Ghost Dad 2.0, now with less puns. Okay, so I haven't actually seen the opposite Dad. I think I've seen it like once before and that's it. So this will be interesting. Alright then. The Circle Protection Green is a little relevant, not the most relevant thing, but fortunately with the Library of Lang, if it turns out we do need it, we can, and we do discard it, we can put it right back on top of the deck. And then we've got Wrath of God, so the token deck is going to feel very, very sad. Early game evaluations, we're probably looking at, wait, it's my turn? Oh damn, I just burned an entire minute without even realizing it. Yeah. Okay then. Now it's our turn. And, ooh, we lead off with a good one. We've got Ivory Tower, turn 1. So, that'll help us out quite a bit. We need to get the land tax if we want to keep the life gain going. But, let's see, land tax, library lane, yeah, we're in a pretty good position right now. And we're just going to hit the F8 button. Hopefully that will work. Yeah. Alright, so now we're up to Ghost Dad. We did, in fact, lose a whole minute of our time just from not realizing what was going on. Whoops. There's the Scour Barons. Yep, looks like our F8 is working. Now we're over the Tolsimir. Tolsimir starting with the Forest and a Landwar Elf. So he's got his mana dork down. Daretti's up. And I don't think we need to play Library of Lang unless we need to. There is something to be said about the Scrap Mastery plan. Is he going to auto yield to the Ivory Tower? Yeah. So that'll give us a little bit of mana. We can play the Circle Protection white, but I don't think we actually need to. Right now my focus is probably going to be just keeping my hand up, let it gain some amount of life. We should try and avoid playing stuff out until we need to. Circle Protection White and Circle Protection Green. Circle Protection White's much more relevant because Obsidat and Tolsimir share that color. Obsidat dropping down the Orzhov Signet. So this game moving along quite a bit faster than the previous one. Ooh, Elvish Archdruid. Circle Protection Green just got bumped up a notch. We could be looking at just Tolsimir Green-White Elf tokens. A little bit of an Elf Law. Normally you would see like Reese the Redeemed for something like that. It's possible they can't afford a Reese though. And like I said, the anthem effects are actually relevant sometimes. 4 mana. Is he going to play out Daretti now? Daretti would be a 5 if he gets another. Yeah, okay. So fairly safe board state for Daretti to come out to, or at the very least, you know, not as lethal as what it could be. We are going to play out the Circle Protection Green next turn though. Discourage any L's from coming down at us. So he ditches a Staff of Nin and Bosch Iron Golem. Let's see, go for another land for the turn. And, well, the Daretti's out there. I don't want to keep holding up everything. At the same time, I know, we should probably start playing some stuff out. So let's go ahead and get out Circle Protection Green. We're not going to gain as much life, but we'll save ourselves more damage that way. And then we'll just go ahead and F6 through Obsidat's turn. Bajuka Bog hits the Daretti player. Ouch! Dreddy just lost 2 very powerful artifacts. Yeah, what are the odds that they were just going to, take him down? Getting rid of the Bosch is a very, very smart move, though. Demonic Tutor? Why not use the Signet to pay for it? I guess if they didn't want to just be able to F8, that would make sense. I mean, the other reason that you would want to hold up cards in hand is that you want the Ivory Tower to get you as much life as possible until you see the land tax. But we have no Idyllic Tutor or any way to really search it out. So we actually just kind of have to hold on. Now we can still Wrath of God and just wipe away the board. Not only that, but we're going to be playing our lands every turn. Next turn, I think we put down the Urza's Tower. The Terror Stomper! Can't be countered. Okay, so he's just doing a Rampy deck? And of course, we can't really do anything on Dreddy's turn, so we'll just F6 through that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's enough for a Terror Stomper. Terror Stomper's legit. It's all the Stompy. 8/8 Trampler for 6. Still pretty good. Alright, so Chief of the Foundry. Other artifact creatures he controls gets 1/1. Dreddy claims that he just started playing, so it wouldn't surprise me if he got the Precon and then just modified it with some of this other stuff. The strategy. And so what's Dreddy do? This time he got rid of Mirrorworks and a mountain. So the draw power is real for Dreddy right now. And we've got a Soul Ring. Well, we want to play all the things. Let's see. Right now we just don't really have to play anything out. And I don't want to either. Like, normally you would just want to ram the Soul Ring out there. But that little bit of life, I feel like it's going to matter. We're only getting 1 life a turn now. It's not like we're playing it with a Loro. On the other hand, when we do get land tax, we can just start chucking our entire hand out. Let's see. Let's see if the Terror Stomper does anything about this Dreddy. We would have to. It's not like any of these are going to be able to hurt it. Let's see, so he's making more mana. What's Tolsimer up to? And Tolsimer has... Oh, he's activating his Grove of the Guardian. An 8/8 Vigilance guy. That's not good, though. Dreddy's only a couple of turns away from ulting. Which means we may need to consider playing Avacyn next turn. And then, of course, again, we don't have anything to do on Dreddy's turn. Yeah, I think we just play Avacyn next turn so that we have something out. Because Wrath of God isn't going to help us deal with Dreddy. We got a demon up there that can try and do something. Getting Avacyn out will help ensure that it's aimed away from us. Not that I think the Blood Gift demon was aimed at us to begin with, but, you know, deterrence and all that. Tolsimer's running light on lands, which is interesting. The Wrath of God actually just completely cripples Tolsimer. I don't want to show him out of the game because I need him to be able to get in there and do stuff. That's really the big theme of our playstyle. Oh my! Well, I just got punished super hard for holding up my cards. Wrath of God, Library, Soul Rain. That sucks really, really hard for us. Like, ow, gosh, dang. Honestly, I should have seen this coming. I knew it was a possibility with the red deck out. I really should have seen it coming. Sculpting Steel, Spine of Ishaw, Mirror Works. Okay, so he's got his Mirror Works out. We just lost so much power. Holy crap. That's not even funny. Alright then. So, we've got nothing else we can really do. We can play Avacyn, but... well, without that Soul Ring to help keep the circle protection open, it's not going to be our best move. So, let's just go ahead and put out a Crusade. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We just lost so much power. No, I guess that's what we get for being greedy. Let's see. You to that demon trigger. Oh. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Guess if I had gotten the Library of Lane out before then, I could have held more cards up. Let's see, so... opposite that lost No Mercy, Sunblast Angel, Whip, whoosh, Monitor. Sun Titan's going to come in, though. He's going to get either back at Plains, or... no, that's actually the only thing he can do, is get back his Plains. I mean, we can use Fallen's Cane to get this stuff back, but... I don't know. Alright, so, is Demon going to swing at the ready? No, Demon had a chance to swing at the ready. I guess he's going with the stance of, hey, big green stompy guy, you can kill Duretti. Go kill Duretti for us. Let's see, other elf creatures get 1/1. This is no elemental though, and yeah, it is a... hold on. Ah, that's right. The Crusade is actually pumping up his white creatures as well. So Guildmage is bigger, Elemental's bigger, Sun Titan is bigger. So thanks to my Crusade, everyone's just a little bit bigger. Gazi's going to go ahead and populate. So now we've got... it's a token creature. That's funny. And of course with the circle protection, none of those are going to be hidden my way. What? He didn't swing at the ready? Why don't you swing at the ready? Yeah. Yeah. He would have killed. So let's see. Sculpting Steel. I guess he could have used the Spine of Ishaw at instant speed, but I just don't see it. I mean, he loses a token. And there's a mirror works out. Now the ready's gonna go ham wild. Yeah. Well, we can play Suchi next turn at least. And he's getting rid of the he's getting rid of the Guild Mage. Which is understandable. You don't want a giant bunch of 9/9s coming going. Oh, and there's a Mistress Workshop. Yeah, Druidic claims that they just started playing. People who just started playing don't play with the Workshop. I mean, I guess maybe if they found a list online, but people who just started playing usually don't know about the Workshop. Though granted, people who usually start playing don't know about Moto either. Alright, so Duretti's going to go ahead, roll himself up, get some more cards. Discarding Squee, Darksteel Citadel. Let's see, set himself up for an alright Scrap Mastery turn, but he hasn't hit critical mass yet. And what? Okay. Looks like Blasphemous Act is in the graveyard. Alright. So that helps a little bit. When Mirror Retriever dies, turn another target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Then he's got his Mirror Works, which I don't think we can actually interact with right now. So we're probably just going to have to yield to that trigger too. Yeah, this is actually kind of common with the ready decks. Is that they start doing a lot of artifact shenanigans, and that it ends up becoming the deck that you have to kill first. Fortunately. Ah, damn, but there's a Goblin Welder out. Choose target artifact a player controls and target artifact card in his graveyard and swaps them. We need to find a way to deal with that welder. Otherwise, it's not gonna. We can't do anything. We can't really play Avacyn because she's just gonna get shot down. I want to play Dust to Dust, but the Goblin Welder is just gonna save it. Oh boy. Well, like I said, let's go ahead and play Suchi. Suchi at least will give us some free activations on Circle Protection. So hopefully, Obzadad or Tolsomer will be able to do something about this Goblin Welder. If the Goblin Welder goes away, I can take care of the Spine of Ishtar and the Mirrorworks, which are going to be the real problem artifacts right now. Blind Obedience, that helps out quite a bit. Because with Blind Obedience, his artifacts and creatures are going to go ahead and... Whoops. Let me go ahead and... Hold on. Alright, so Obzadad casts Pristine Talisman, extorting it, of course. And let's see, yep. We have no beef with this. Obzadad sitting at the 39 life total. Vampire Nighthawk. He's got a lot of life gain. Why isn't he playing Karloff? What is it about Obzadad? Is it supposed to be like a Soul Sisters type deck? Because that would be fine, but again, Karloff is actually just a better option. So we've got Demon coming out to ready. Let's see. So he's got to use his Goblin Welder if he wants to save it. I don't know that he has anything that can block it, though. And the Spine is already in the graveyard. Alright, so the Sculpting Steel and the Mer Retriever. No, that's going to interplay as a spine, yeah. He really needed to swing in there with the Sun Titan too. I know it doesn't really have anything to bring back with it, but that is a little relevant. Because it means that the Mer Retriever is gone, and there's a lot less for Tolsimer to swing into. Let's see. Mer Retriever. Mirrorworks. Whoops! Did he make a second? He did. He made a second Mirrorworks. Which is both good and bad. Because on the one hand, Duretti takes 5 now. On the other hand, you know, there's the whole, he can copy something twice now. Anyway, he needs to figure out how he wants to do his triggers. Oh, wait. So, that's going to end up putting the ready down to 2 if the Blood Gift gets through. There's no reason for the Elementals to stay back now. They're 9/9s with Vigilance. Just no reason. But come on, bro. Come on. Come on. What you got? Okay, come on, Duretti. Duretti's kind of taking his sweet time just a little bit. 4 Mirrorworks in play would be really, really bad for us. Fortunately, the Goblin Welder is tapped down. Tolsimir, I think he finally hit land drop 4 a turn ago. It's also possible that he didn't. Blind Obedience, Nighthawk, Suntail. Obviously, that's going to be a bit of a pain if I don't try and stop him just a little bit. But Duretti can just win out of nowhere. These are both scary. This is a scary board state. This is just a scary deck, period. Alright, so it looks like he's getting back his Chief of the Foundry, which is fine. It's probably in there because it's just a dude that can be cast for 3. Of course, Duretti's down to 15 minutes because he didn't realize he had priority. He's got 3 Mirrorworks. That is really scary if he gets the mana to trigger them all. Okay, so Duretti's down to 2. Now we're up to Tolsimer. Tolsimer's got a full grip of cards, but he needs lands. Fortunately, he does have... Okay, so he hits his 5th land. He does have Elvish Archdruid and Landwar Elf. So he has mana. Reclaim. And he's going to put Tristani, Selesnya's Voice, on top of his deck. And that is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but at this point, don't really have much choice. So he's using a Populate type deck with an elf support system, it looks like. The Emplires Perfect is going to be able to make tokens. Them elementals, they gotta go somewhere. That one's Duretti, and that one's at Duretti's master. One's at Duretti himself, one's at Duretti. Duretti and Duretti himself. Duretti and Duretti himself, something like that. Long story short, he needed to swing both of them at Duretti. No! Duretti just goes away now. Interesting. But Duretti has been temporarily taken care of. Okay then. That means that we can try and start rebuilding our board now. Next turn we'll be at critical mass. In terms, well, not critical mass, but we can cast Avacyn and keep up her ability to protect Su Chi, so Su Chi can block. If the Sun Titan comes through, that's going to be really relevant. We could have had a Wrath of God right now. I wouldn't play it right now, but we could have had it. Could have had our Library of Lane, our Soul Ring. Oh well. I will say that the Urzatron lines have been a little lackluster. I guess nice to have the hope that we can get them, but at the same time, you know, sometimes you just want the white colored man instead. I don't know. There's no real reason to cut them out yet, though. We might not have the land routing that we would need to really make use of them, but oh dear God, what did he just do? He just played his Foundry. Is he going to actually make copies of it? I think he is. He's making copies. He is. He just made a buttload of copies. Yeah. Now he has 3 5/6s. And his Mer Retrievers are 5/5. I still need to hold this dust to dust up, though. Circle Protection Artifacts. Next time an artifact source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. Not as relevant right now. It's interesting that the ready decks have big, powerful artifacts. I kind of want to hold on to this until he actually plays it, because right now, we need to get Avacyn out. That's the only real way we're doing anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the power of Grayskull, Avacyn has the power! And she enters play tapped. Whoops. But that's just more reason to actually get her out now. Yep. And then, I don't think there's any reason for the opposite player to come at us, but I want to keep it up. Keep our priority up, just in case. I mean, Suchi's not going toe-to-toe with the Sun Titan. So opposite that has a couple options right now. My would be to just keep pushing damage. Because one, his Sun Titan's a 7/7. It's not going to die from a Mer Retriever. Though, if the Mer Retriever does die, then he gets back the actual Mer Retriever, and Iron Mer. The graveyard keeps jumping in and around for me. Luminarch Ascension is a... That's going to be a little bit of a bitch to deal with, though. And it puts pressure on everyone else to actually swing at him, rather than at the ready player. Which is probably the right time to do it. Like, he has the board state. No one else is in a real position to actually break through his defenses. Luminarch Ascension is actually just going to be one of the more powerful cards on the... Now, the good news is, Duretti can get rid of that. We just need to poke the right buttons to see if we can prompt him to do it. Ghost Dad's coming out. Meanwhile, we keep hovering around 50 life because of the Ivory Tower. Ghost Dad comes into play. He's going to drain me for 2. The thing is that I can't even auto-yield to it, because he's just going to blink out. Crusade does make him a 6/6 though, and that's relevant. puts him officially at Titan size. Alright, so let's see. Nightmare Hawk. Fight. Vampire Nighthawk. Ugh. Vampire Night Lacy Nightmare Hawk. Nighthawk gets in there for 2. Pumping up the odds of that even more. And, of course, the Ghost Council is going to go away for a while. Goes to the command zone, which should bring him back. Because the game should be keeping track of that object. Command zone is actually just a good place to send as a replacement. There's Tristani. And if she lives a turn, she's going to start populating giant 9/9s. Plus, that's going to mean more life gain because of the Crusade. And now Tolsimer is out as well. Tolsimer becoming a 6/7 because of Crusade. And also because of the, Elf Druid and the Emplires Perfect. So he's pretty big. But now these 11/11s have to go somewhere. And Nighthawk, decided to go out in town and he's not at guard duty. So, could be seen. Let's see. Nope, they're both going for Duretti. Which means Luminatic Ascension is going to get a counter. Now, the Luminatic Ascension requires 4 counters to be on it. Oh, all the mirror works. But he is tapped out, so he can't actually make any more Spine of Ishals. He's taking 22 this turn, though. Yep, that's pretty painful. See, what's he going to do? He's going to do a thing. Alright, and the damage happens. I was thinking about using Avacyn to protect it so that he doesn't get a dice trigger. But he doesn't really have anything in his graveyard that I'm worried about him getting back anyway. And this just keeps him from having a free artifact to do it on the table. Which is fine. That Luminatic Ascension now has its first counter, though. It's going to take another cycle of turns before it can get off. See, Lotus Bloom. It's coming off this turn. So you can tap it, sack it, get 3 back. But you can't do it until next turn because of Blind Obedience. The Mirror Works, though, can make that mana super scary and real. Yeah. Yarp. No, he's not cloning it. I think I would have cloned it at least once, though. He probably has better things to do with his mana this turn. Like, copy Darksteel Citadels? Does he want to copy Darksteel Citadels? Okay, so he doesn't want extra Darksteel Citadels. What does he want? What do you want already? Alright, going for his Mistress Workshop. 1, 2, 3. Red. So for 6, it could be Steel Hulkite? No, it's 7. Spine of Ishal. Did that go back to his hand? I think it did. Yeah, it would have to be. He can drop the Spine of Ishal. He would have to either get rid of Tristani or the Luminatic Ascension. The Tristani is the much more pressing threat right now. So... And then we have Mirrorworks, so he can actually get rid of both Tristani and the Luminarch Ascension. I don't think he's worried about the Luminarch Ascension, though. He probably thinks he has time to deal with it. No, it's the Blind Obedience. There we go. Yeah, he's going to take out the thing that's slowing him down. Now he's out of mana. But he is going to make a copy of it. And that copy is going to go ahead and hit the Blood Gift Demon. Shut down some of that draw. Alright, so all that targeted at keeping odds of that under control. Luminarch Ascension probably has another time. Yeah, he probably has more time to deal with the Luminarch Ascension. He's not going to be active until next turn. And that's assuming that Avacyn doesn't poke him, which she absolutely is. And that'll buy us a little more time. Yep. Luminarch Ascension does get its second counter, which is unfortunate. But I think it's finally time for us to pop that Dust to Dust. And we get a land for our trouble. So let's go ahead and... You can only save one. So the Spine and one of the tokens, I want to say it's the original. So we target Spine and the Mirror Works. Alright, he can only save one. Which one of his children does he want to save? He's going to get back Iron Mirror, put the Spine of Ishop back into his hand. Which means Mirror Works is going to go away. And that's the important bit. Is that we managed to get rid of one of the Mirror Works. Honestly, if I realized that before, I would have done that a lot sooner. Because the Ash to the Ashes, the Dust to Dust actually just forces the issue. And the original should be gone now. Yep, it's gone. Alright, Avacyn, get in there. We're going to attack the Ghost Dad. Keep him a couple more turns off. And Avacyn will have dealt 6 points of commander damage. With that being said, we have 5 mana open. That's enough to hold up reverse damage and her effect. We're going to pass turn. Ghost Dad's coming back, though. Yep. And who's going to be hit by the effect? Of course I am. Yep. Fortunately, the Ivory Tower... Well, the Ivory Tower's actually not going to be able to get us any more life until we get, like, a land tax. Or even a Howling Mine. Circle Protection Green's still up, so we don't have to worry about any of this coming our way. Let's see, I don't think he got anything in his great... No, he can get back Blind Obedience with the Sun Titan. What are you talking about? Sun Titan, if I don't want to die to Sun Titan. See, I can use reverse damage. Next time I'm supposed to do damage this way. Let's see, prevent that damage. You gain life equal to the damage prevented this way. I think I can just use Avacyn to block, though. That's actually just what I'm going to do. Yep, so blockers have been declared. It's time for Avacyn to give Suchi the shield. And with that, my block is secured. He may have swung at me, but that was honestly the safest attack for him to make. Now, as soon as I get something with Banny down, he's just straight, in the doghouse. I don't want to, do super swearing on this web video after all. Alright then. Let's get our second win. Blind Obedience, extorting for Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts. That's going to cause us problems. With Teysa out, he basically has another No Mercy. No Mercies. Interesting. And then he also has Mana Vault. I can understand running Mana Vault in a white-black deck. Heck, if we weren't so heavy on the whites for ours, I can understand still running in ours just for that retro effect. We could have had a Library of Light those soaring out. We could have. Meanwhile, people are starting to run light on time. The only one not using the time is the Obsidat. Ghost Dad is going to go away for the turn. We'll see you next time, Ghost Dad. Next up, we got Justani. Back up the bat. So, well, I say Justani, but Tolson is the real commander. And right now, he has two 11/11 giant-ass elementals. His elves are 4/4s. It's populating with Justani. So he's going to get his token. And just start getting a crazy amount of life. So, one of these players is not above their, starting life total. And it looks like Tolson is going to go ahead and make himself a little wolf buddy. Voja. Legendary creature wolf. Just all you to just nice life gain. The good news is Circle Protection is still protecting us from these elementals. Bad news is Green-White actually has all the enchantment removal. Kozilek's Channeler. That's interesting. It's only entering as a 4/4. But that just got Tolson a massive life buff. Oh, what do you get? He got 5, 16, 20 points of life in one turn? Yeah. Ugh. So, he's now on the attacks, sending both straight at Duretti. He just wants Duretti dead. I mean, I can't say I blame him. Duretti is still one of those decks that can win out of nowhere. I'm just concerned about the amount of angels that Obsidat can start making. Is it worth sacrificing Avacyn for? I don't know if it is. Honestly, it's actually not, because he's going to get all 4 counters by the time my turn comes around anyway. Mirror Retriever gets back. What did Mirror Retriever get back? Citizen of the Chief of the Foundry. Why is Chief censored? Yep. I need to somehow draw cards on Duretti's turn before the end. Otherwise, Shenanigans. Well, I still have the chance to draw one on my turn, too. Considering that we've already used Dust to Dust, we can still draw into our Disenchant. These circle protections are hella powerful. So Spine comes down, and I feel like it's going to make some copies. He needs to get rid of Tristani and the Luminarch Ascension if he doesn't want to get just overwhelmed. Mirror works. Mirror works. And where's that Spine going? It's going to be at Teysa. Okay. So now we do have free swings at opposite that now. Which, if Avacyn can get in there for more, just, so yeah, 21, 15 more points of damage. So it's going to take her 3 more swings. If I top deck into Divine Transformation, it'll only take her 2 swings. But then we've got another Spine hitting the field. No, we got 2. So he did make 2 copies. Yeah. Bloody Beans saw it, though. So this one's going to be at Tristani, as expected. Yeah. Just going to go ahead and pass priority here, because I don't think we're doing anything else. If he had any sort of damage-based Wrath, he would not be using the Spine of Ishaw to just point-for-point removal. So he didn't end up making another token. Instead, what he's doing is Trading Post. Trading Post is a very powerful 1-card engine. Discard a card, you gain 4 life. Use that life. If you use that life, you can get a goat. If you sack that goat, you can get an artifact back from your graveyard to your hand. If you sack that artifact, you can draw a card. And with that card you drew, you can discard to gain 4 life again. It's the cycle of Market Tree, I guess. Alright, so Luminarch Ascension's online. We have to top deck into a Disenchant to get rid of it. Ivory Tower gives us no life, but we do get Felden's Cane out. I don't know where else we can put stuff, though. Well, I'm really worried about artifacts coming after us. He's all tapped out. So, first things first. Espiogi. Because that's probably going to be the last time that we can actually get through. But the Crusade's going to turn him into 5/5 Angels. Ugh. That's really bad for us. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to hold on to the Felden's Cane. Because we can't play that and keep up Circle of Protection Green and Avacyn's ability. Now, Ivory Gardens is a 5/5. That's probably the best it's ever going to be because we do have a red permanent on the other opponent's field and also Crusade out. Ivory Gardens is going to get this boot soon enough. We just need, someone to replace him on that slot. Sorry, Ivory Guardians, but you're just not impressing us. Yep, drains us for another 2. Okay, then. We need our High Mine. We need our land tax. Oh boy, so it's going to be Mirage before we can get Idyllic Tutor. And that's not that far off. But But the fact that I need these cards and I just have no way to really get them consistently, at times it's driving me just a little bit crazy. So Obsidat, Exsanguinate for 13? Bruh. Bruh, come on. And Doretti's dead. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna auto-yield to the Blind Obedience. Unless he just has a way to do something right now. Honestly, he's about to die. This is the time to mess around. Just do stuff, but he's not gonna do anything. So Doretti dead. Now it's between us three. The 40 Life and Height Club. Justani's gone, so we're not going to get any more elemental populating. He's tapped out, though, so we can't make angels. That's our boon. So how are we going to do this? Avacyn can't protect herself from that Nighthawk. But pushing commander damage is the only way that we're going to be able to beat Obsidat. We need to get in 2 more swings. Let's see. It's at 12. So let's see. 8, 9 more points of damage. That's all we need to get. The Divine Transformation does it. Convoking Vigilance. Not bad. Not bad. But what are we going to do? Alright, so he is swinging both of the tokens out there. Swinging all the things. I think that's really what you got to do, though. At the very least, you swing the tokens, right? Yeah. Alright. So 3 tokens coming over to Obsidat from Tolsimir. Actually, funny thing about that. Mutually assured destruction. I could use Avacyn to protect one of those tokens. Just that one? I see. And that... Well, let's see. Tolsimir's actually just going to make a new one. So that's actually fine. Yep. And he even does it right there and then. Don't think there's anything else we can do. Ivory Tower is done getting us life. We do have a safe haven, though. That's relevant. We're a little light on time. But I think... The problem is that Vampire Nighthawk. Yeah, we're just going to have to pass the turn on this. And that's right, the Ascension's still going to get counter, so we're going to have to auto-yield to that. And the safe haven is going to start eating our clock. Yep. Ghost Dad sucks away 2 of our life. No, I think he's going after Tristani, because Tristani has more life. And of course it yields to the Mana Vault. Gotta find a way to supercharge our game. Yep, right now he's just kind of sitting behind his wall. There's not a whole lot I can do until that Nighthawk goes away. Or at least until I get banding. This is chosen coming in, so definitely elf ball.deck. But now there are, like, you know, all the angels. All the 5/5 angels. Avacyn will help out however she can. Circle protection artifacts doesn't really help right now. And now we've got an onslaught of angels to worry about. Hmm. 5/5 angel. Let's see, he's gonna have to tap out if he wants to actually start, you know, making stuff. I mean, we're coming to a close. I've got 14 minutes left. He's got 16. Obviously, has 16. Tolstomir has 10. And I think I'm just going to have to auto you to the Luminarch Ascension. Just to save us some time. So it's just going to be, what, one each? Yeah. Okay. He has to block 3 angels on an elemental token if he wants that token to die. And honestly, it just takes one tweak from Avacyn. One little pump. Yep. He's just going to sit behind his angels while he bleeds us to death. I think he's got like one floating, that's it. So he has 6 angels. That's not going to be enough to take down any one token. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Using the Titan to block that. Alright, so hopefully let's see then. Right now, Tolstomir has his priority. He's doing something. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Alright. Personally, I would have used it on the Sun Titan. Okay, so right now, 2 and 3. Avacyn, help out that elemental! Yay! Teamwork! Now he only has 1 angel left. And now we get to the part where we have Safe Haven. We our time. Let's see, put that up there. Ivory Tower's not going to gain us any life. No, we're not going to sack Safe Haven. No, I think, look, no. No safe haven. Alright then, continue to put out some... Well, let's see. Do we actually start saying... No, we don't sandbag cards. We need to hit our land drops. Ah! Avacyn still can't punch through that damn thing. So we're just going to have to pass turn. So, with all those angels out, he can't swing at me. He would have to swing over at Tulsimer, but Tulsimer's giant element is going to just punch through the thing. Tulsimer's running light on time, too. Right now, Opposite has us on both time, life, and almost on resources. Tulsimer's on empty right now. He's got 0 cards in hand. Meanwhile, Opposite's got his 3. And if anything happens to it, Sun Titan can just get it right back. And I thought I auto-yield that damn Mana Vault. Yeah, he goes to the combats. It's not going to do anything, though. He's just going to try and keep bleeding us. Keep playing out our lands, because that's what's going to help us out quite a bit. We need all the mana that we can get, so that we can keep up Avacyn's ability and still play other cards. If we could just get our hand... Fortunately, he is starting to make more elf tokens with the Emplires Perfect. Looks like he's still completely out, though. Nope. Just swing for big. As big as you can. Avacyn's got your back. Alright then. So we've got a little bit of a collab going on here. Hopefully we've encouraged him to swing for a little bit bigger. Because this is the only way. Avacyn will keep her word. Yep. Alright, so it's forcing Opposite to do something other than make tokens, I hope. Let's see, right now he can make 3 angels. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If he has all the mana to go with it, he has 10 sources of white. Yep, he's going to make all the manas. So he has 10 mana left. He can make 5 more angels. Fortunately, I can protect 5 different things. Because remember, our Crusade pumps up both of their guys. So right now he has 7 angels. Angel, angel, angel. By trying to triple block 1 token, he's making it that much easier for me. Then angel there. So it looks like what we need to do is we need to guard both of the elementals. Alright then. We just need to go to our priority. Alright, so that's going to be 1. Get protection from white. Do it for the other one. Also protection from white. And then that's going to die anyway. He didn't swing the Tulsimer. So, 3 angels. He's still netting angels, though. Need a way to deal with all those angels. If we could just get rid of... Let's see. If I just had something with banding. If I had something with banding, we wouldn't have this problem. No, we do not want to sacrifice Safe Haven. And I don't think we're even going to get to trigger the land tax. Maybe this will help. Draw 2, discard 3. Destroy target artifact. That's not going to help us out. So we're going to discard. I want to hold on to the reverse damage just in case. We need that land. Felon's, you know what? Reverse damage and Divine Offering. We've already planned our land for the turn. I just don't see it. I don't see how we get through this either. At this point, yep. Until we get... We're just going to have to start using our Bazaar to dig as far as we can. Let's see. Yeah, we need to keep playing our lands, so we're not going to get any sort of land tax off, which means we're not going to draw cards, we're not going to get the life, we're not going to filter out spells. We had the Library of Lane. That wouldn't have hurt as much as it did. Same time, though. Well, we can start powering through our deck at least. Draw 2, ditch 3. Let's see, this game's been going for over an hour, but it's still nail-biting. We need Tulsimer to get through. Mortify, destroy Avacyn. Well, this is what we have the safe haven for. Avacyn's enabling this. What? No, I have responses. I have response. Yeah, no. We auto yield to the Blind Obedience as extort trigger. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and save Avacyn. So Avacyn's been saved from being destroyed. She'll come back out next turn, and that's fine. It means that the safe haven will go away, and we won't have to worry about stacking our triggers or it eating our time or anything like that. And I'm out of water. Dang. Centaur Healer. So that'll gain him some life, I guess. But you can't just not swing either. If only we had a Howling Mine out. Crusade's alright, but it's the fact that it's pumping up his angels is kind of a problem. Eesh. 8 turns where we couldn't get anything on him. That was actually just a huge tempo swing in his favor. Even if he couldn't get rid of Avacyn forever, that one turn was enough that he can just massive build angels now. Wait. Avacyn was supposed to come out. Avacyn was supposed to come out, guys. Let's see. So. Target player names a card, then reveals the top card research her library. If that card is the named card of that library, let's see. Okay. Just the 3/4 flyer. Let's just go ahead and try and find it. Draw 2, ditch 3. We really just need to keep digging for our answers. Horn of Deafening is not going to help us right now. And neither are any of these. None of these are what we need right now. So, I guess we just have to hardcast Avacyn again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she comes into play tapped. Let's play a land, pass turn, and then kind of cry a little bit. Yeah, that was actually the move that's going to win opposite at the game. Because he makes a lot of angels. He alpha strikes me. I can't do anything about that because Avacyn had to spend a turn to come back. We needed that safe haven to actually work. What the heck? I mean, it worked for Tanos' coffin, right? Yeah. No, wait. It's because the wording on safe haven's different. Exile target creature you control, and then everything that was exiled with it comes back under its owner's control. Yeah, no, that's just not going to work. Yeah, I'm actually just the dead now. So, gotta be careful with Avacyn and Safe Haven. That was a really critical mistake for us. Without that, we still have a chance at getting through, but yeah, it's just not happening. Puts me down to 24. Means he just has to swing 5 angels at me. Yeah, we're just gonna F6 this. We know we're dead. Avacyn is just 1 angel. She can't take on the whole horde like that. If we had a Wrath of God, it wouldn't have mattered. Because you could still just have rebuilt everything. Yep. Unfortunately not. Will be, as they say, the dead. Ooh. The control was real. Yeah, that's more or less how the game went. Unfortunately, we just completely ran out of gas, and we couldn't dig down far enough to get any of our answers before this happened. One of the reasons why it's really important to have that draw power in mono white decks. Alright, so now we've got Nighthawk. And all the angels going at Tulsimer. Huh, how about that? That's an approximate crap ton. Yep, that's 40 points of damage. 42 points of damage. Puts Tulsimer down to 5. Alright, for now we're still in this. Surprisingly, 2. Now I can still make all the Okay. This is there's no question about it now. With the Centaur, you can kind of say, well, it's a 5/5 for 3 with Tulsimer out. No, it's actually just an incredibly budget build. Bruh. Bruh, why do you gotta be like that? Reference. You can right click and do an attack all. If he's going down, he wants to be second, he says. You know what? Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 4 mana open. Sure, let's go to the blocks. So then, at this point we are in fact the deads. We're going to go ahead and get rid of some pumps. And then we're going to use our Circle Protection Green on all the big stuff. Because he must have forgotten that we actually just had that. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and pay 1. Using our Circle Protection Green. Circle Protection Green. Let's see which one. Okay. So that's going to take both of the... Yeah. This one is... Yeah. Pretty sure it's that one that we want. Okay, yep. Now you can put one on here. And the last one's going to be probably Tulsimer. It's the only other one we can do. Yeah, that's going to be the biggest one. We'll see if we live through this. Nope. Still die. We are still dead from everything. He just didn't have enough life. Nope. And now Tulsimer is going to be the dead after all these angels. It's alright. We just couldn't break through that angel wall. Reasons why Luminarch Ascension is actually just the stupidest card when you get it online. But I thought yeah, okay. So, we got rid of some stuff. There's your Valjo Wolf token, though. And now this will be the end. Sweeney, all the things. I think there's anything you can actually do extra sometime. Nope. This will be just dead. Negative 66. And that is the end of the game. So, this has been William with CommanderCast.com. Let's go ahead and head to our deck wrap-up.